Hey babes, welcome back to Making Everyday Magic. My name is Shauna. If you are new here, we are a homeschooling family of four who is currently living through sounds of intense construction. So it's been a long time since I filmed here, right? But yeah, I've got all the blinds closed, so hopefully trying to muffle a little bit of the sound. I've got all the doors closed. They're ripping off the front of the house. They did do this side of the house right past you. I don't know, it's banging everywhere. I cannot get any filming done because it is insane. I've been able to do a lot of other things, but I have not been able to do this. So anyways, I'm gonna do my best today and we're gonna do it. If you hear banging, I'm so sorry. I promise I'm doing my best. If the audio in here is echoing, again, I'm sorry. It's not ideal, but here we are. Please be nice to me. Okay. Today, I wanna talk with you about awesome events for homeschoolers. Guys, before we go any further, please scroll down, hit the big red subscribe button, turn on the bell for notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. As always, you can find me down in the comments or over on Instagram at Making Everyday Magic. I know I'm mentally noting, slow it down, Shauna. Here we go. Okay, so I feel like this is a topic that comes up kind of randomly, but is really valuable, and I do get a lot of questions on it. So I wanted to pop on and talk with you about how I find fun, like homeschool events for homeschoolers. Because just yesterday, the girls and I had the opportunity to go out, I'll insert some video here, to go out to Ellington Fields. The National Weather Service has planes, hurricane hunters, that fly into hurricanes. You guys know we're in Houston, we're on the Gulf Coast, so this is kind of important for us. And it is National Hurricane Preparedness Week, and they are kicking that off with a tour of their hurricane hunter planes. So we got to go out to Ellington Field, which I don't think I've been out there since I took my youngest to see the space shuttle for the last time. Fun story, pause here. I took her out, she was like bucket seat. She was like 2-3 months old. I had to go into the restroom, like a porta potty, when I had like the giant stroller in the bucket seat. Like there's no way I could do this. I left her with a stranger, and the stranger, I'm pretty sure it's the same baby, guys. I don't know for sure, but bless that woman. She was really kind and watched my baby. And I left my new baby, like I still have feelings about it, but it is what it is, and it's probably fine. It's probably fine. Anyways, so we were out at Ellington Field, which is like a, it is an airport, but it's like private, and also I think they're trying to label it the spaceport because it's like a military field. I don't know. I don't 100% know, but it's not commercial, or at least not a large scale commercial airport. But we were out there and they had a NOAA plane, which is really cool because we just got to tour at the Tall Ships Festival, a NOAA boat, super cool. So they had a NOAA plane that you could go on and an Air Force plane, and both of them go and basically they'll crisscross through the eye of the storm to get information to let us know how severe, where it's going, what's happening, so that we can be best prepared on the ground as people who need to be prepared. So they were out there, the Houston Port Authority, SPCA Animal Rescue with their boat, Coast Guard, so the kids got to sit in a helicopter. HPD was out there, so they got to sit in a cop car. They got to talk with the Houston Flood Authority. It was so stinking cool and random, totally random. My dad had sent me the link. That's how I found out about it. But anyway, so they're doing a tour. So they're going from yesterday they were here and tomorrow's New Orleans, but they're touring around for the week or whatever for this. But it made me think about how I feel like we get to do some awesome and amazing things, and you guys should know how to find this stuff. Now, I know, and it is not lost on me, I am near a major flippin' city that affords me a great deal of museums, a great deal of events. I know that. I know a lot of you don't have access to that kind of thing, but I assure you, you have access to something, okay? How do I find homeschool events? How do I find events for homeschoolers? I very rarely find events for homeschoolers. I find things that are happening during the day. Boom. Did you know that? The thing we went to yesterday, was it for homeschoolers? No, it was just a daytime event. When we went and toured, I think it was January, the 1894 Opera House down in Galveston, it was just a day event. Let me tell you about the demographic of this crowd. It was like my kids, the next youngest person was me, and the next youngest person of that would have been my parents' age. Okay, so it was like us and a whole heck of older people. But there was cake, and it was amazing. Okay, so I just want to remind you that it is not necessarily that these fun things and events are labeled as for homeschoolers. It is either like school day events, like the pleasure pier down in Galveston, it's education day, okay? There are things that are simply not billed for homeschoolers, but are perfect for homeschoolers, okay? So there's a theater here that's recently come under some fire, which I cannot disagree with the idiots enough on that, but that is another topic for another, no, it is not another topic. You know how Florida's gone a little crazy, Texas try and keep up, and it is disgusting. Moral of the story, we went to see James and the Giant Peach at Match Theater, and we get these tickets and these opportunities because they basically do daytime shows for schools, and schools go and do field trips there. So through some local homeschool groups, now I'm going to tell you to find these in just a minute, we're able to get, they basically reserve tickets, and then we're able to buy discount tickets through them. So it's like $10 a person, super amazing, it's fun, it's like an hour long, they answer questions at the end, it's such an entertaining experience. Okay. So how are we finding these homeschool events? First of all, anything that is remotely interesting to us, I follow their Facebook page and their Instagram feed. Anything that is remotely interesting. So we love the Downtown Aquarium here in Houston. It's a Landry's like restaurant, but my kids absolutely love it. It's like stupid themed. I mean, fish everywhere. There's like white tigers, there's like rides. My kids love it. They actually offer homeschool days specifically for homeschoolers where you can sign up to like go to a class and like dissect a squid. But something else that they offer on the weekends is available for anybody. Zoologists for a day, you sign up right through their website, or marine biologists for a day. My kids just did that. They loved it. They got to go behind the scenes. My husband and I had 6 kid-free hours downtown. It was amazing. So fun. But by following their social, media accounts, we're able to learn about these things. Same thing, again, Landry's owned for the pleasure pier down in Galveston. How are we finding about some of these other things is that I do follow a ton of homeschool groups in our area, and they will put out the call. Hey, we've got this discount code for Great Wolf Lodge coming up. Hey, we've got this discount code to go to near to us Dewberry Farms for their pumpkin festival. Hey, here's where you can sign up and go do these tickets at Match Theater. Hey, this is where we're doing our sign up for our science classes at the Houston Museum of Natural Science. By following and being on all of these Facebook group pages, that is how I get the information that I need.
Hey guys, I realized that I completely spaced on telling you how to actually find the Facebook groups. So you can do this with anything, Google, Instagram, Facebook, whatever. But what you're going to want to do, I'm going to use Houston as an example for myself, but you're going to want to go in and you are going to want to start Googling secular homeschoolers in my area, secular homeschoolers in Houston. Homeschool co-ops in Houston, homeschool play dates in Houston, homeschool events in Houston. Google, Facebook, Instagram, these are going to be a great source of information, but even better than that is going to be the moms who are in the trenches with you. So if you can get in with any of these types of groups, you're going to have so much more success with having fun and amazing things out of the house to get out and go do events, get-togethers, gatherings. If you want something like a co-op or more of like a play date group, just start Googling those combinations of words and you will find exactly what you need.
Again, anything that is remotely interesting to me, Lone Star Flight Museum, follow them. Space Center Houston, follow them. They have homeschool days. Zoo, which we go all of the time, but there are a lot of groups that get together to go to the Houston Zoo as a homeschool like field trip. So I want you to not think about this as it needs to be for homeschoolers. I want you to think about this as that you are homeschoolers, and therefore when you go, it is for homeschoolers. That is how it works. If it is remotely near anything interesting for you or your kid, that is a learning experience and it is for homeschoolers. Anything that's happening during the day for homeschoolers. If you are a homeschooler and you go and you had fun, it is for homeschoolers. I don't want you thinking that you need to wait till somebody puts out an all points bulletin for an event for homeschoolers. That's not how this works, okay? You make it for you. You decide that this applies to you, and it's awesome and it's fun and it's amazing, and you get to do some awesome, fun and amazing things. We got to go to Six Flags one time for their, homeschool day, and they were like printed out packets. SeaWorld San Antonio has like 4 homeschool days a year. They canceled on us the last 2, but when we got to go, it was real fun. I don't want you thinking that you need to wait for a written invitation for homeschoolers. I want you to know that by following the things, by searching out the information, and guys, let's not kid, you need to get a little aggressive. If there's something that you want to do, if there's a place you want to go, reach out to them and tell them. Recently got to do this with a cake decorating class I was in charge of. I instantly had regrets on trying to organize stuff because that's always hard, but I did it, and my kids got to do a cake decorating class, like at an official cake decorating place, and it was so cool. So I just want you to know, if there is someplace you want to go, don't hesitate to reach out and ask for them to accommodate your group, your homeschool, get a co-op together, do whatever you want to do. Put out the call for other homeschoolers to come and join you, even if it's just play dates. Be sure that you are putting in the work to make these activities happen for your kids. You got to search it out. It's not just going to come and fall in your lap, okay? The easiest way that I have found to do that is through Facebook. Facebook's significantly easier than Instagram or anywhere else, and they don't always put things on their calendars or their websites. We got to go to a crocodile encounter, guys. Pause. So it's down in Angleton, and I have lived in this area of town my entire life, and I never have been there. It was so cool. We got to feed little crocodiles and watch them feed alligators. We got to pet a buffalo or a bison. I'm not 100% sure which is which. We got to pet turtles. I have a video of turtles running, and it's like a herd of turtles, and it's the best thing ever. They're back. And there were kangaroos, and it was really cool. But another one of those awesome and amazing things that we got to do because it, just following a homeschool group. It was so cool. So, guys, I want to encourage you to get out there and do things. Also, I am actively searching out more things that are like homeschool classes during the day to free up those nights and weekends for family time. So that's another thing that I'm trying to get out there and do, which is pretty cool because there's a lot more stuff in our area. Again, I know that I've got the luxury of being near a big city, but I promise you there is something for you. If you have a county museum, call them up. If you have a local railroad museum, call those people up. If there's a local restaurant or a food manufacturing like the Bluebell plant over in Brenham, call them. Get in there and tell them that this is what you want. It's an educational experience. You would love to do this. How can we go about setting something up? They will help you, okay? People want the good PR that comes with that. Trust me. All right. Okay, guys. Well, I hope this was helpful, entertaining, or informative. If it was, please scroll down, hit the big red subscribe button, turn on the bell for notifications, give this video a thumbs up. As always, you can find me right on down in the comments or over on Instagram at Making Everyday Magic. And I am super curious to know, right on down in the comments, guys, I want to know the coolest event that you've gotten to go to as, not necessarily for homeschoolers, but as homeschoolers. I want to know the coolest thing you've done. Crocodile encounter was pretty sweet. Space Dinner Homeschool Day is pretty sweet. I just got to go, my kid just got to go ask her, because they were asking questions. I was really excited. We got to meet some female meteorologists, which was really exciting for me, because, girls, STEM, yay, woo. But my daughter asked one of the pilots if they ever run out of food, and he was like, toward the end of those 11-hour flights, it gets serious. We start, bartering granola bars. And it was the sweetest, best thing ever, because he just instantly had that answer for her, which was really exciting. So, guys, I want to know the best thing. Let me know.